Beneath the ancient Chinese soils, a momentous discovery has been made.
Nobody could have been prepared for what lay beneath the surface.
The long-lost tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the nation's first king.
A massive necropolis the size of a small city, and a mind-boggling collection of weapons, vehicles, statuary, and other artifacts, including an estimated 8,000 more terracotta warriors just like the one those agricultural workers had found.
For centuries, historians and archaeologists have been fascinated by tales of incredible wealth and mysterious traps related to this occult burial site. What mysteries might lie within the 2,300-year-old tomb? Could it shed light on the emperor's pursuit of immortality and his governance of a single China? Come explore the mysteries surrounding the final resting site of China's fabled first emperor. Number 1. Introduction to the Enigma. Welcome to an amazing voyage inside one of the most mysterious and fascinating stories in history, the mythical tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. Qin Shi Huang, who is renowned for uniting China and organizing the building of the First Great Wall, left behind a legacy that is steeped in mystery, majesty, and a hint of the paranormal. His tomb has been a fascinating mystery for ages. According to old writings, it is a vast underground mansion brimming with incredible riches and protected by rivers of mercury and traps. We're going to take a spectacular look at the recently discovered, groundbreaking site of his 2,300-year-old grave. With the aid of cutting-edge archaeological technology, researchers have at last started to reveal the mysteries that lie beneath Xizan's ancient soils. The discovery they made revealed an intricate system of passageways and rooms, brimming with relics that provide insight into the goals and way of life of a monarch who attempted to subdue death itself. Prepare to travel deep into history as we examine the legends surrounding Qin Shi Huang's desire for immortality, unveil the hidden facts that have been buried for millennia, and discover the wonders of his tomb. You won't want to miss this adventure, so fasten your seatbelt. Number 2. The First Emperor's Legacy. Born in 259 BC, Qin Shi Huang is a well-known figure in Chinese history and is recognized as the first emperor to unite the warring states of China into a single, powerful empire. His reign was characterized by audacious military strategies, revolutionary advances in Chinese culture, and ambitious construction endeavors such as the Great Wall of China, which remains a testament to his vision and tenacity to this day. His lavish mausoleum, a huge underground fortress rumored to hold unfathomable wealth, and a meticulously restored depiction of his great empire, is his most enduring and enigmatic bequest. Historians and archaeologists have long been captivated by this tomb because it symbolizes the emperor's quest for dominion and immortality. The last resting place is enigmatic and breathtaking. Number 3. The search begins. Historians and archaeologists have been fascinated by the enigmatic tomb of Qin Shi Huang for a very long time. Encased in legends and customs, the tomb has piqued the curiosity of scholars worldwide and prompted countless explorations. Despite numerous attempts to unlock its intricacies, the location of the tomb remained a mystery. Early Han Dynasty records portrayed the tomb's incredible grandeur as a subterranean palace with rivers of mercury, intricate traps to keep outsiders out, and a duplicate of the emperor's country. Generations of scholars have been captivated by these alluring depictions, with each one striving to be the first to discover the mysteries of this age-old marvel. The tomb's lore was rich with tales of treasures beyond comprehension and the emperor's quest for immortality. According to certain legends, anyone who would venture to interrupt the emperor's endless slumber would suffer a curse. The already difficult journey of finding the tomb was made even more mysterious and dangerous by these rumors, which scared off some people while luring in others. The numerous failed searches for the tomb only served to heighten its mystique. Despite the efforts of explorers who crossed hazardous terrain, looked through old texts, and used cutting-edge technology at the time, the tomb remained hidden. Each failed mission seemed to deepen the mystery, leaving a trail of speculation and expectation. Archaeological techniques combined with contemporary technologies have revitalized the hunt for Qin Shi Huang's tomb. It was hoped that the mysteries of the ancient world would one day be solved thanks to ground-penetrating radar and other modern tools like remote sensing methods. The tomb didn't say anything about its richness despite all these technical advances. It seemed to be waiting for the proper time to open. Although Qin Shi Huang's tomb is full of valuables, part of its allure is its symbolic significance as a window into the hopes, fears, and mind of one of the most enigmatic emperors in history. The mausoleum is more than just a place to rest. It symbolizes the world the emperor aimed to rule and safeguard forever. It serves as a memorial to the emperor's belief in eternal life. Number 4. Technological breakthrough. Finding state-of-the-art archaeological methods transformed the search for Qin Shi Huang's tomb and offered new light on this long-standing mystery. Thanks to ground-penetrating radar, GPR, and sophisticated remote sensing techniques, scientists have been able to scan beneath the surface of the Earth and find buried constructions without having to disturb the place. These cutting-edge tools provided the first conclusive indications regarding the tomb's approximate location near the historic city of Xi'an. In contrast to conventional excavation techniques that may cause harm to valuable artifacts, GPR and remote sensing provided precise maps of potential chambers and subterranean abnormalities, providing insight into what was beneath the surface. Qin Shi Huang's massive mausoleum, as seen in the drawings, was reportedly an intricate system of chambers and tunnels. This technological advance was a major turning point that produced tangible evidence and carefully thought-out exploratory plans following years of conjecture. The field of archaeology was vibrant with activity. The tomb's location, which was found without the need for intrusive excavation, provided a case study of how contemporary technology might help solve historical mysteries. This well-considered fusion of preservation and discovery demonstrated how technology can help close the gap between the past and the present. Number 5. The Discovery. On May 12, 2024, a group of Chinese archaeologists made a momentous announcement. They had found the entrance to Qin Shi Huang's long-lost tomb. It was a momentous and thrilling find. This enormous discovery was uncovered close to the location of the well-known Terracotta Army, an enormous contingent of life-size clay warriors who have been defending the emperor's tomb for nearly 2 millennia. The globe was captivated by the discovery, which astounded the archaeological community. It was a watershed, not only for one of history's most enigmatic figures, but also for the building of his beautiful tomb and the research into his life and legacy. Extensive carvings and inscriptions covered the gateway, promising insights into the life, reign, and afterlife of China's first emperor. These illustrations and inscriptions hinted at the mysteries and marvels that were ahead of us. With this intriguing discovery, a field that has long fascinated archaeologists, explorers, and academics studying ancient Chinese history began a new phase of study. Number 6. The Terracotta Army. Discovered in 1974, the Terracotta Army is a magnificent collection of thousands of life-size clay soldiers. Every soldier has distinct characteristics and attitudes built with skill. These amazing statues were made to watch over Qin Shi Huang's perpetual slumber and guard him in the afterlife. The proximity of this vast army to the recently discovered tomb suggests an obvious and substantial relationship, suggesting the immense extent and unparalleled significance of the emperor's final resting place. This army not only demonstrates the splendor of Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum, but also sheds light on the emperor's ideas about protection and power after death, confirming the tomb's status as one of the most significant archaeological sites in history. Number 7. Unearthing the entrance. The tomb's entrance had to be painstakingly and meticulously excavated. Mud layers have to be carefully removed by archaeologists to protect the integrity of the site and avoid damaging any buried artifacts. Each stage was carefully carried out to guarantee that the discovery's historical significance was completely maintained. The entranceway itself provided the first mouth-watering glimpse into the splendor of Qin Shi Huang's final resting place with its intricate carvings and inscriptions. These elaborate decorations were a clear expression of the emperor's wish to live eternally and be remembered for all of history. The crew exposed this ancient entrance as they stood on the precipice of an unparalleled voyage into the heart of one of the greatest mysteries in history. Number 8. The inner chambers. Researchers discovered an intricate network of rooms and tunnels, each more amazing than the last, as they continued to unearth the tomb. Several rare jewels, elaborate statues and artifacts depicting every facet of Qin Shi Huang's life and rule were unveiled via these secret passageways. The relic-filled hallways showcased the emperor's military might, convictions, and administrative accomplishments. An exquisite collection of jade jewelry, elaborately carved weapons, and laboriously constructed models of towns and palaces were discovered by the researchers. These objects beautifully embodied the emperor's lofty ideal of his unending reign. Every artifact served as a window into antiquity, providing priceless insights and shedding light on the artistic, technological, and cultural developments of the era. They discovered lifelike statues of slaves, warriors, and officials among the valuables. Each figure had the touching air of being prepared to serve their ruler in the hereafter. These statues captured the human aspect of an empire founded on adoration for its monarch, and they were more than simply historical relics. They were also demonstrations of duty and commitment. The legacy of Qin Shi Huang came to life via these discoveries, illuminating not just the magnificence of his reign, but also the individuals who made it possible. These findings not only illuminated the splendor of Qin Shi Huang's reign, but also helped to clarify his desire for immortality and his goal of building a replica of his earthly empire in the afterlife. The emperor's ambitions and his enduring impact were emphasized by the ornate design of the tomb and the priceless items within, painting a vivid picture of one of history's most fascinating figures. Number 9. The Mercury Rivers. Narratives from historical records depicted rivers of mercury, depicting the powerful rivers of China flowing into the tomb of Qin Shi Huang. Long dismissed as tales, these stories gained stunning validity when contemporary testing found elevated mercury levels in the nearby soil, providing scientific validation for the age-old stories. This finding was an exciting validation of historical accounts and demonstrated the sophisticated understanding of metallurgy that the ancient Chinese possessed. The emperor's artisans went to tremendous pains to establish an immortal kingdom for their lord, as evidenced by the presence of mercury, a material that is both rare and valuable. This unique aspect of the tomb represented the emperor's lofty aspirations for his afterlife, in addition to being a monument to the era's inventiveness and resourcefulness. The flowing rivers of mercury were designed to resemble China's natural topography, guaranteeing that Qin Shi Huang's soul would rule over a scaled-down version of his empire long after he passed away. Archaeologists and historians, the discovery of these mercury rivers created new opportunities for investigation and interpretation. It gave a clear picture of the emperor's fixation on immortality and his ambition to dominate nature. The finding provided a fascinating window into the magnificent world of ancient China and served as a powerful reminder of the refinement and ambition that defined Qin Shi Huang's rule. Number 10. The Emperor's Sarcophagus. The Emperor's sarcophagus was the most anticipated find. It was buried deep within the tomb and remained concealed for generations, full of suspense and mystery. When researchers eventually dug it up, they found a magnificent example of old craftsmanship. The sarcophagus was embellished with priceless stones and elaborate patterns, each of which was a work of art, demonstrating the artist's unmatched talent and commitment. This magnificent artifact stood as a symbol of Qin Shi Huang's relentless quest for immortality and his fervent desire to be remembered for eternity. The precious stones, glittering even after thousands of years, reflected the emperor's wealth and power. The elaborate designs told stories of his reign, victories, and divine right to rule, capturing the essence of his life and ambitions. More than merely an archaeological achievement, the sarcophagus's discovery marked a close relationship with a monarch who intended to live beyond time. The emperor's lasting legacy and the lengths he went to ensure his place in history were brought to light when the crew meticulously studied this old treasure. The sarcophagus, with its exquisite design and historical significance, provided a moving window into the thoughts of a monarch who yearned for perpetual domination and demonstrated his wish to be worshipped forever. Number 11. The Curse of the Tomb. Like many old tombs, Qin Shi Huang's last resting place was shrouded in a strange web of lore. There were rumors of a curse, and old books warned that anyone upsetting the emperor's tranquility would suffer terrible repercussions. These tales depicted tragedy or perhaps death for those brave enough to approach too closely. Knowing these dark stories, the finding team approached the dig with a combination of scientific curiosity and a great deal of respect for the cultural legacy. They carefully thought out every move they made because they knew they were walking on holy ground. It was important to respect the emperor's legacy and the old warnings in addition to finding treasures. Balancing their quest for knowledge with cultural respect was no easy task. The team was driven by the excitement of potentially groundbreaking discoveries, yet they were also mindful of the traditional beliefs surrounding the tomb. They took their time, ensuring they honored the memory of Qin Shi Huang while carefully uncovering the secrets hidden for millennia. The stories of the curse never left their thoughts as they dug more. Their every move demonstrated their respect for the location and its historical importance. They were able to negotiate the possible risks of upsetting such a hallowed place and produce amazing discoveries that shed light on the ancient world, thanks to their cautious, respectful approach. The legends surrounding the curse imbued their expedition with a degree of fascination and enigma, serving as a constant reminder of Qin Shi Huang's formidable legacy and the astounding past they were discovering. Number 12. The Artifacts. Archaeologists were shocked to discover a vast collection of treasures within the tomb, including jewelry, beautiful ceramics, and weapons and armor. Every artifact they found provided an amazing window into the luxury and way of life during the Qin period. The armor and weapons testified to the military might and well-trained troops that assisted Qin Shi Huang in uniting China. On the other side, the elaborate jewelry and exquisitely made ceramics emphasized the refined artistry and opulent lifestyle that the upper class enjoyed. These objects were more than just relics from the past. They served as concrete linkages to a period of extraordinary invention and cultural diversity. Now, These precious items are being meticulously studied by experts who are eager to understand their historical significance and the craftsmanship involved in their creation. Each artifact tells a story not just of the emperor's reign, but of the people who lived, worked, and thrived during this pivotal period in Chinese history. The creative abilities and aesthetic sensitivities of the time are demonstrated by the jewelry and pottery, while the weapons demonstrate the advances in metallurgy and military methods. Utilizing meticulous examination, archaeologists aim to construct a more all-encompassing depiction of Qin dynasty's existence, illuminating the lifestyle, values, and worldview of these prehistoric individuals. More than merely an archaeological achievement, the finding of these artifacts takes us on a historical tour and gives us a unique chance to experience life as one of the most intriguing civilizations in history. We may anticipate learning many more details about the customs, traditions, and legacy of the Qin dynasty as scholars delve deeper into these amazing discoveries. Number 13. The mysteries of the tomb. There are still a lot of unanswered questions despite the amazing discovery, which excites and amazes both archaeologists and history buffs. We can't help but wonder, as we stand on the threshold of this ancient tomb, what additional mysteries are concealed inside its undiscovered rooms. What technological wonders and avant-garde methods did the Qin dynasty possess that we are now unaware of? The known findings are already astonishing, but they raise more questions than answers. Each artifact, each piece of pottery, and every fragment of armor opens up a new avenue of inquiry. What stories do the yet undiscovered rooms hold? Are there more intricate artworks, advanced tools, or perhaps even writings that could give us deeper insights into the minds and lives of the people from this ancient civilization? The tomb resembles a huge ancient puzzle. The vision gets clearer with every fragment we discover, yet it's still tantalizingly out of grasp. The curiosity of what could be found next keeps everyone's imaginations piqued. Could there be manuscripts hidden away in underground chambers that disclose the Qin dynasty's wisdom and philosophies? Or even more amazing relics that might completely change our perception of how advanced Chinese technology was in the past. The suspense is maintained by this air of mystery. It's not only about the riches we have already found, it's also about the limitless possibilities of what else might be buried beneath the surface of the planet. The excitement and interest that accompany each new discovery serve as a constant reminder that there are still many surprises in the past just waiting to be discovered. The unanswered questions about the tomb continue to captivate our imaginations, drawing us into a deeper exploration of Qin Shi Huang's world. It's a voyage through time that reunites us with a bygone era, kindling our curiosity in the past and our unwavering pursuit of knowledge. The tomb's riddles serve as a tribute to the intricate web of human history, inspiring us to continue our investigation, wonder at the remarkable legacy left by China's first emperor, and keep excavating. Number 14. The Emperor's Quest for Immortality. Qin Shi Huang had an intense fascination with the concept of immortality, and he would do everything to find elixirs and other ways to live forever. The most striking example of his unwavering quest for everlasting life is the beautiful tomb he built. This tomb served as both a place of rest and a magnificent monument to his ambition to defeat death. The utilization of innovative techniques and materials that are believed to grant immortality allowed for the tomb's original purpose, to serve as a perpetual refuge. This huge project comprised rivers of mercury, lifelike figures, and elaborate decorations, all geared at protecting and duplicating his dominion in the hereafter. This chapter explores the Emperor's obstinate quest for immortality, as well as the extraordinary lengths and crafty techniques he employed to guarantee his place in eternity. This allows us to see into the mind of a monarch who was motivated to live above the limits of human existence. Number 15. The role of modern archaeology. An important part of Qin Shi Huang's tomb's discovery and preservation was modern archaeology. Modern tools like remote sensing and ground-penetrating radar helped protect the fragile structures and artifacts, allowing researchers to study the site without causing any harm. The design of the tomb and the identification of its main foci were greatly aided by these improvements. By using non-invasive techniques, archaeologists could investigate the past while maintaining the integrity of the site. These cutting-edge techniques showed how to harmonize scientific progress with respect for historical artifacts, which not only made the discovery process easier, but also established new standards for archaeological research. This tactic is a useful reminder of how crucial it is to safeguard our cultural legacy for upcoming generations. The methods used in this discovery portend a new era in archaeology, one in which historical research and preservation go hand in hand to guarantee that the mysteries of the past can be answered without being lost to time. Number 16. The impact on Chinese history. The finding of Qin Shi Huang's tomb sheds light on the political, cultural, and technological achievements of the Qin dynasty, which has significant ramifications for Chinese history. This chapter examines how these discoveries alter our perception of prehistoric China. The enormous magnificence of the tomb, along with the highly developed technological know-how and the painstaking craftsmanship of the objects and structures, are representative of the dominant cultural values and governmental authority of that era. These discoveries also challenge preconceived notions and provide fresh lines of inquiry, enabling historians to investigate the first emperor's impact in greater detail. This chapter emphasizes Qin Shi Huang's lasting influence and demonstrates how these discoveries deepen our understanding of ancient China. Number 17. Global reactions. The world was thrilled and in awe when they discovered where Qin Shi Huang's tomb was. The discoveries captivated academics, historians, and the general public, who were keen to discover more about this historical marvel. This chapter looks at how the discovery affected the world and how people are still fascinated by ancient Chinese history. The location of Qin Shi Huang's tomb was discovered, and the entire world was excited and in awe. Scholars, historians, and members of the public were enthralled with the finds and eager to learn more about this historical miracle. This chapter examines the global impact of the discovery and the ongoing fascination with ancient Chinese history. Number 18. Future excavations. It was only recently that Qin Shi Huang's tomb was discovered. Future excavations ought to unearth considerably more information about the tomb and its valuables hidden within. This chapter foresees the discoveries that may be made and the questions that they may answer about Qin Shi Huang and his kingdom. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang was only recently found. Subsequent excavations should reveal a great deal more about the tomb and the jewels buried inside. This chapter predicts what might be found out about Qin Shi Huang and his kingdom, as well as the questions that might be addressed. Number 19. The cultural significance. The discovery of Qin Shi Huang's tomb has reignited global interest in ancient Chinese history and culture. It serves as a powerful reminder of the long history and remarkable achievements of the Qin dynasty. This chapter covers the tomb's cultural significance, as well as how it significantly influenced the evolution of modern Chinese identity. The finding of this ancient jewel reminds us of the dynasty's political astuteness, ingenuity, and artistic brilliance. People can connect with their cultural heritage and gain a better understanding of the accomplishments of their ancestors through a window into the past, thanks to the riches and intricate designs found inside the tomb. This chapter looks at how the discovery has affected modern-day China, inspiring further study and the preservation of cultural assets, in addition to a renewed sense of national pride in China's history. Number 20. The legacy of Qin Shi Huang. We reflect on Qin Shi Huang's enduring legacy. His mausoleum is a magnificent example of old architecture and elegance, and it serves as a monument to his boundless ambition and broad vision. By providing a fascinating window into the past, the findings within leave a lasting legacy that inspires future generations to explore and appreciate history's complex tapestry. Like, subscribe, and leave your comments below if you liked this exploration. Your participation enables us to keep discovering and introducing others to the treasures of our common history.